Here we go, Chief. One moment, please. Damn, man. I might have to wash my iPods, man. Having this light green color, man. Might have to wash it out. I knew I shouldn't have got light green, though. But this is the only colors that they had available. It was like all the light colors. I wanted a dark one, but it wasn't happening. I tried to get a red. That shit was like trying to get these iPods. The red looked like a copper. I only had red, the copper looking color, white, green, some other color. It was all bright colors. I wish I could have got the blue ones or a real red color. They didn't have a real red color, but it is what it is, right? What's the deal? Top of the AM, another day around the way. I swear to God on my mama. I swear to God on my mama. Old blood crib Hoover. It's another day, another dollar, and some more of it. You know? Your diggery. Slow motion better than no motion. You better tell somebody. I'm a little shopper. Top of the morning, man. Just going ahead and laughing at the YouTubery that's going on, man. What's going on, man? They're picking up what they can pick up. And I'm gonna always pick up with what they putting down. You watch, like, no, but I heard that new movie came out, that anime. Yeah, I heard about that. I ain't trying to go though. That ain't my age bracket. I can't do no anime. Anime for them early bird 20-year-old and teenage kids and them young girls, all them young girls. I don't watch no anime, but I get it though. That shit came out with like Saturday or something, like right when the Terrence Crawford game came out. I mean Terrence Crawford boxing match. Yeah, I know. They was all trying to go to that BS. That's that little kid stuff, man. When you're a grown man, you skip out on anime. Get it right, man. Big old grown watching cartoon ass niggas. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh man, I'm in Centinela State Prison. Yep. Can't you see the doors and stuff to my cell in the back? Yeah, this my cell right here. I'm in no matter of fact, I'm in Pelican Bay. Yeah, that's right. I'm in Pelican Bay, and this how they painted my walls in my cell. Get your dumb ass out of here. You get up in the morning and say dumbass shit like that, you need a dumbass response. You gonna say something. Are you in jail? Do it look like I'm in jail? Don't the walls look better than your motherfucking house? Shut your dumb ass up. Already up on some dumbass shit. What do I look for in a man? Shit, when I find his ass and he been talking that shit, I put that belt to ass and I put that foot up his ass. That's what I be looking for in a man, to get that ass whooped. Yeah, I know. I quit yapping, y'all quit watching. So what? It's an even trade. Bossy. Bossy's the word you use for a 3 to 5-year-old girl. Next man. I told you y'all can wake up, but you won't woke up like me. When I wake up, I'm ready to do it. When y'all wake up, y'all just got the same old jokes. You know what I mean? Same old lies, same old BS. And then, just like I said, every time you get on a subject, somebody just go gay, 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 gay. That's all people like to talk about these days, I guess. Well, we could talk about Charlie Kirk then, and how that transgender, that dude with the transgender girlfriend, you know what I mean, doing all the mass killings in the United States, you know what I mean? And they all been gay, gay, gay. You know what I mean? To that other mass shooting that was in that school. That other mass shooting in that school, what happened? Yes, he was a transgender. Gay, 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 gay. And you know they ammo? Writing on the bullets, writing on the clips. Yeah, it wasn't black people. You know the whole world was waiting for it to be a black person that did that to Kirk. That's what they mad at. That's what they mad at. That's a fact. They mad because it wasn't a black person that did that to Kirk. So now it's white on white crime. They was thinking it was white on black crime, black on white crime. They was hoping and praying for that. But now that he has been arrested and it's white on white transgender crime, boy, 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 white people for the last two mass shootings, well, publicized shootings, because you had the mass shooting with the transgender, that boy girl that was trying to be a girl boy, but he was a boy girl, but he was on his way to transit, and he went to a Christian school. Oh yeah, that's where he went. Didn't he go to a Christian school or something like that and just start blazing all his friends? Remember, he had the names on the clips and the bullets. So what I can't understand is how these kids get the time to load up. Because you know, black kids, you know your mom peep in your room too much, especially when you quiet. But how you get to load up clips, put names on it, and nobody never saw you. Come on, man. Yeah, well, it does. Because right now, if you go on Twitter or X, whatever you call it, that's what everybody going back and forth about. If that's the case, then why would the Nazis be trying to walk down and go back and forth with black people on Figueroa? You ain't heard about that, huh? All the white people that was trying to go to good morning. All the white people that was trying to go to the Hoovers and walk around and told they what's that shit called? Cause I ain't white. That racist stuff, that Nazi lowriders or some whatever they call themselves doing, walking down Fig. Very dangerous game, man. But like I said, thinking is some black folks and come out to be a white man. But the black folks is the ones going back and forth because they said, bam, you know, he was saying crucial shit about black people, he was downing black people, talking about we should still be slaves and all that type of stuff. I don't know. I really ain't found nothing on the internet that really, you know, go with what everybody else said. But one thing I do know, they thought it was a black man. So if that's the case, I might as well turn up like Charleston White. Yup. Yeah, well, I could say as they get older, yeah, we don't watch the children. It really depends on who the family is. I take that back though. Yeah. But then I don't take back is when you are at home, your mama do check on you. They don't just let you do what you doing. Like it ain't like I know one thing for sure. My mama knew I was home. Every once in a while she gonna look around because she just nosy like that. You know what I mean? I ain't never just did no been in a room with clips and shells all over my bed and stuff like that. When a kid is doing that in the room, he got the clips, the bullets, and all this, the guns just laying out on the bed, and he got names and stuff on them. Well, that's a lot of time for him to prep that up. That's a lot of time for him to write on all that stuff. Then it's a lot of time for him to get the right video to show to everybody. Then on top of that, they showing lives of it. These people is going to Facebook Live. Now I understand going to Facebook because Facebook is all old people. That's a lot of time to be locking and loading without your mama seeing nothing. So, you know what I mean? Yep. So that's what it is. I see, man, it's just goofies in the morning, man. I could never hang out with y'all. Y'all is some real weird mother lovers. Trust that. Y'all is some real weird mother lovers. And I can't mess with you, you know? See, if I knew some of y'all in real life, I couldn't even deal with you because you don't make no good earthly sense. You just like a real life bum in disguise, you feel me? You just go around hating on people, walking around hating on people with a whole lot of hate in your heart, And half the time, y'all, everybody that's got all this extra gangster stuff to say that people should have did and what they would have did in situations, you know, it's easy to sit back in the corner and watch like how you doing me, and then say what you woulda, shoulda, coulda did, and then you don't do nothing. So come on, man, knock it off. Yeah, these niggas weird. So I must be talking to some Russians and stuff right now. But yeah, man. So when we talking about American politics, you can hop your UK or wherever else you from. Yeah, this is American moment right now. Cause I can tell by the chat, y'all just blowing smoke out y'all ass. Y'all just talking about anything. You know what I mean? Like y'all just talking about anything. Y'all don't even know who I'm talking about. Y'all don't even know who Charlie Kirk is, huh? Don't even know unless you go look on the news. That's why I come on this early. You know what I mean? Because I be getting the people out the country like I'm motherfucking I show speed. You dig? I be getting the people out the country, but the only thing about getting these people out the country, they be in your chat saying dumb stuff. You know what I mean? And then it just go back and forth. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna never end because this part gonna say this, but if Charlie Kirk did say the things that he said, well, if all these black people is offended and all that, well, my race is not the one that took that man out. That's all I gotta say about that subject. Cause I really wasn't up on him like that. Even though I'm in California and stuff like that, I wasn't up on him. I don't even really be up on Donald Trump unless it's like something major that pop up over the screen, like when he was finna go to Chicago, then all of a sudden he had this epiphany and like, nah, I'm gonna go to Memphis. Nah, something happened. That governor and that mayor pressed a line for Donald Trump, the president, pushing lines. They made him push back. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, see, it's some people on here. I can even tell like when you just mention that, they just go saying dumb stuff. You know what I mean? And then with black people, when you say dumb stuff, when you're talking about some real stuff, that's when you end up in an altercation. That's why it's good that y'all do these weird things while I'm on live. You know what I mean? Because face to face, people don't act like how y'all acting in here. I'll say like this: most of these people that's saying foul stuff about Charlie Kirk and every other weird individual on here saying weird stuff, just act as if your mama was standing over your shoulder. Would you be saying these same things? Would you be still texting Twitter fingers all on my live these weird shit you doing? Because if you can't, you shouldn't be doing it now. I'm a grown ass man, and I still text like my mama over my shoulder, or my dad, because I had both of them in my life. So it ain't like mom over dad. I had both of them. So that's the choices I had. And on top of that, I wasn't never no girly boy. You know what I mean? I was. Damn. On my mama, I don't even know what just happened. On my mama. On my mama, this shit just went. This shit just froze on me for no reason. Man, I lost like what? I lost a hell of a lot of people. I was almost at 100 right now. I lost a hell of a lot of people. I don't know why, but I think YouTube be doing stuff like that though, bro. Every time it's like certain things that you talk about, YouTube they gonna freeze you up. They want you to lose, they want you to lose views and stuff like that because it's all political. And when you talk about political stuff, they gonna shut you down. On my mama, this shit just froze for no reason. For no reason. I'm in here talking to y'all about it. Look how I'm going back up. But it froze for no reason. For no reason. And I'm just talking about Charlie Kirk. You see what I mean? It's all more to what's to be said. I was at 90 people, and I probably would have been up to like 100, 150 by now. You know what I mean? But this shit froze for no reason. Because why? What we talking about? You know what I mean? And especially they know the numbers that I get. Once I get to talking about certain things, YouTube, they freeze my shit. You know what I mean? If they know I'm gonna have like 40K views or something like that by the end of my life, cause they watch how your shit go and they watch how your shit build up. You feel me? So they know how I get to talking and how my interactions be in the lives and stuff like that. Like, look, I'm already back almost at 100. Now, mind you, if they didn't say reconnect or whatever, I was already at 90 people watching right now. But because of what we talking about, they I don't even know what to say. I got an iPhone 16. Ain't no way in hell that this phone should be freezing on a live. Fully charged in the same area that I be all the time. You know? But like I said, man, you know, y'all can say what y'all want about Charlie Kirkland or Charlie Kirk. You know, he at where he at right now. No matter how he got sent, everybody got a date. And now that we know, you ain't got to be sick to get sent. You know what I mean? So that's a fact. And like I said, every time I get to telling the truth, that's when YouTube would just say, freeze, like reconnecting and stuff like that. How am I reconnecting? And it's clear as day from my end. I ain't walking around. I'm sitting in a chair. There's certain things that I want you to talk about on YouTube. That's a fact. Like I said, right now, if I'm back up to 90, just imagine the people that was watching me and then they thinking their phone messed up and I'm thinking my phone messed up. I lose about a good 50-something people just to get back on, start at 4, and in less than 5 minutes, I'm back over 90. You see what I mean? I don't even think I've been redirected after I kept pushing the button. I don't even think I've been back on here 3 minutes. And then I'm back up to 90, because it's a fact. The whole world acting stupid over Charlie. It's a lot more issues in the world. And then, since he gone, we should be learning something from him being gone. Instead of out here going to straight war. The whole point of people losing their life back in the day was for a purpose. You know how many slaves lost their life for the greater good so somebody would learn something? Now, you can say the message was good or bad. You can say whatever you want about it, but the message was sent with their body as a sacrifice. So you can take it back to church, what everybody go to church for. They talk about Jesus, right? And he died for the sins of the world. Well, what happened to him? They RIP'd that man. Then he got famous. It ain't no difference. We wonder why everybody boom, everybody become famous when they RIP. The same thing when they put them on the cross. So at the end of the day, it's all a rerun to me, you know? Yeah, see, the trolls is real, man. But like I said, man, you know, they really trying to, what's the real agenda? They want everybody but the police with guns in their hand. Yep. And then, after all the things that's been happening at these schools, you would think every school would have their own real police there. Why it's always they gotta wait for something? Why they always gotta, how is it that the kids is smarter than the police? They outsmarting the police and they knocking people down by the 10s, 20s. And then they want to talk about, well, the black people, we killing ourselves, gang, baby, woo, woo. Yeah, well, have you ever seen a black person go into church and blaze it down? Have you ever seen a black kid go into a school and blaze it down? I'm just wondering, because I haven't seen it on the news, not one time. And then, as of lately, the last 2 mass shootings or major publicized shootings was transgender white boys. They don't want to make it, they're going to say political views. You see how you could take it like this. With Charlie Kirkland getting hit the way he did, it's just like niggas, when they get money and they become a rapper and they still go to the hood and somebody knock them off. You put yourself in certain positions to get knocked down. Do you understand the Pope understands that people will knock you down? The Pope comes and stands behind a podium with what? Bulletproof glass. Farrakhan, Minister Farrakhan of the Muslim faith, he stands behind bulletproof glass. And you mean to tell me these politicians dealing with all these off-duty federal agents didn't see, just like the last sniper, didn't see this young ass nigga 200 feet away? It's coming to the point to where it's like, duh, if you know a gun could shoot 200 millimeters or 200 yards away, why would you not cover at least 200 yards in a full circle around a politician? I thought we learned from Donald Trump. Obviously not. Now you see what's going on? Donald Trump, he almost got up out of here. But what happened? It skinned his ear. What would have happened if Donald Trump, rest in peace? What would we be looking at in the U.S. if Donald Trump actually got hit and not skinned in the ear? Well, you see, right when that shit was happening, you know Donald Trump was pushing that line for immigration and for everybody to go back to Mexico, correct? Y'all gonna say that was black too? I even told some of my Mexican friends, I said, man, you know what? If they gave us a chance and be like, hey man, do y'all wanna go back to y'all country and this and that, or you know, blah, 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 man, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I ain't saying Africa gonna be better in a lot of ways, but you know what I mean? If I'm not even from here, if I had a choice, I'll go back. I'll go back. I'll figure out something. You know? And then since I'm Americanized, I already know I got certain struggles that's gonna be different for me. You know what I mean? Can't even call it a struggle. It's just a different way of you know, living, pretty much. You know, like all them YouTube videos you be watching about people building stuff in the woods and stuff like that. Well, it's all in here, so you might as well put it to good use. Man, I wish I do. I look like I want to stay. Look at my hair and ask me that question again. Look at my hair and then ask me, do it look like I want to stay here? Stop it. It did. If that's the case, I'll go ahead and leave, continue getting my US dollars and live like a king over there. $10,000, man, you could build a mini mansion over there. Oh my mama, nigga. 10,000 American dollars will get you a fly ass mansion. And I got a couple of homeboys that's in the army that told me, oh yeah, I'm in the Philippines, man, for about $10,000, man, you can get built from the ground up. I was like, what? Oh yeah, it is stopping me. Nigga, you can't even, nigga, they give you motherfucking, they be trying to pressure you up when you want to get a passport. If you been a felon, nigga, they want to know what you leaving for real, for real. That's why everybody can't get passports, a big dummy. See, that's what I was saying. Some people in the chat, I can tell you ain't from America. You just say anything. Nah, it ain't coffee, but a good guess though. Yeah, I guess. You acting like I'm what's his name in Zombieland. I'm not that guy. I don't be in Philly. I don't be in no Zombielands. I don't be in LA, downtown LA, trying to smoke it a good drug. Nah, bro. I don't do that. It's only 2, 3 legal things that I do. Smoke, drink, and smoke. And I ain't talking about nothing with no pipes. What's the deal? Oh, you already know what's poppin', man. I'm up early, kicking my little 1-2, talking about Ishdip. You know? They tried to shut my live down for about like a minute, for about 60 seconds. It was frozen for no reason. It told me reconnect and all that. You know how they get when I be up in here talking my shit. You know? So, wake and bake, you got to. You heard Wiz Khalifa said cushion orange juice, brother. If it ain't cushion orange juice, what is you doing, brother? Shit, I understand getting high, but I be like, when people be on them drugs, like gang drugs, I be like, damn, gang. How high you trying to get? You trying to see Jesus? You trying to reach the stars? You get too close, nigga, you gonna be up out of here. I can't be doing them drugs. I'll take it back to dare on your ass and be like, man, I'll start wearing dare patches, putting them up in the house. Nigga, no drug. No smoking a goddamn drug here. Oh, the spot just got painted. Can't you tell? The spot just got painted. Remember before last week, everybody said I was in a, they said I was homeless. They said I was going live in a warehouse. Well, y'all, if y'all mad about me going live in a warehouse, y'all sure didn't say nothing to Rollo. Rollo was sitting in front of a stack of all drywall when he did his last interview with I forgot who he did his interview with, but whoever Rollo did his last interview with, he was sitting with a stack of drywall behind him. You didn't say nothing to Rollo, weird ass niggas. That's why we know once you get in the YouTube world, the hate is real. But the hate lets me know you my #1 fans. But you just don't know how to tell me. Cause you the one that's really gay. I'm starting to pick up on it, you know? The main ones that always be in here saying all the weird stuff, they my biggest fans. But they don't know how to shake my hand and ask for an autograph, so they gonna say gay shit so I could get in character. But it ain't a character. I'm really like that when you say some weird stuff in real life. I talk like this. Top of the morning, y'all. But you know, like I said, every day is a new day. And whatever content that you listen to every day is gonna become you. That's why I don't listen to nothing long. You see Gumby, and Trigger Bird yesterday on 607 Unc Live. Yeah, that's why I got them on the front of my thumbnail. You know, Big Gumby was talking about how somebody had brought up about Munchie B and that peanut butter stuff. And then Munchie B just started wilding out on him like, yeah, I'm gonna have to, like he was gonna check OG Gumby, right? So then Trigger Bird is the one from Hoover. They both from Hoover. And 607 Unc, I guess he's supposed to be from Hoover, right? So 607 Unc got these niggas on their shit. And Trigger Bird even said in front of everybody like, yeah, Munchie, you know, me and you was cool and this and that. We used to chop it up. You know, Munchie, you was my guy and this and that. But now, me and the OG homie has found out that even if you have our number, listen to this. This is what they said about Munchie and how fake he is. Even if Munchie B has your number, he will still go to the internet to talk about you. I was like, damn, that's crucial. That's why OG Gumby said, yeah, and everybody know you disabled. So me and you can go in the closet, turn the lights off, and get busy. He said, because that's fake bitch nigga shit. I told y'all Munchie B was a buster. I told you Munchie B is, that nigga is not that. This nigga Munchie B just got called out by OG Gumby, and he told him we can get it live in a closet. Turn the lights off since you disabled, and we could both be blind, and we could punch it out. Ain't that diabolical? But what's even the kicker is, he said that Munchie B had his number and went to the internet to talk shit. That's your favorite YouTuber. I be seeing people give so many big ups. I be looking at Munchie shit. I never tap in. I never push on it, nothing. I don't even be paying attention to the numbers. But I just be looking at the chat. And the chat be thinking Munchie B is a real nigga. They be like, stay solid, homie. Keep your chucks on their neck. I be like, what? Munchie? The Munchie B that just went to jail and everybody threw the guns on him? That's why he got caught with the 2 guns? Niggas hurry up and got on? You talking about that much? Aw, man, you niggas tripping. Don't it seem a little bit funny for Munchie B to get caught in Inglewood with 2 guns? Nobody else get caught with none. That means they left you with the straps. Why? Because you really blind. So, you know, are you just, you know how, like even they say Tookie Williams. Now everybody be like, ooh, Tookie Williams, he started the West Side Crips and woo. Bruh, when you go to the pen, you will hear real original Crips be like, nah, Tookie was the homie, but Tookie was just big and buff. He was like more like the poster child. He wasn't the nigga that they said, like when you go talk to the real OG Crip niggas, Watts, Compton, Eastside LA type shit, they will tell you, Tookie, yeah, that was the homie, but yeah, all that, he started the Crips, and then you will hear old niggas start arguing back and forth how he ain't, and then they all saying he ain't the biggest Crip. They just like, the nigga was big, he just made the shit look good being buff, and you know, he knew how to pose and shit like that. They pretty much like he a poser. For real, for real. No, I'm a blood. Can't you see my red tattoos? Nigga, you crazy? Nigga. What? Crippin'? Nigga, please. And these are swimming trunks, cause I went swimming. Nigga, the fuck? Nigga gonna ask me if I'm a Crip. You know what, nigga? Look at my face and ask me that again. Nigga, I got red teardrops on my face. Nigga, I ain't Crippin', nigga. What's wrong with you? That's craziness. No, that's dope fiend activity type questions. Burnt out. Is you a Crip? No, you first time here. So since it's your first time, you might as well like, comment, subscribe. Since you think you know who gang members is. Brother man. Sucker man Jr. You just coming here to talk crazy to the motherfucker. No, I ain't about no life. I be praying to Jesus, and I be getting on my knees, and I be saying, white daddy in the heavens. Yeah, that's what I be doing every day. Yes, sir. That's what I be doing every day. I get on my knees, and I pray to that white daddy. And I ain't talking about Uncle Sam. I'm talking about Jesus. And that's what I do. I stay out the way. I'm a nice, good little boy. Feel me? So something like Charlie Kirkland, you know what I mean? Go to church and just get out in the streets and preach the truth. Whether it's right or wrong, right? Yep. Some people be hiding behind it though, like the gang members be doing, they be hiding behind their gang, acting like they turned up, and then come to find out, like Charlie Kirk, he was part of a church, right? And so to his church, you know, he give his offering. He, you know, talks to people with his hands like this, you know, seem to be real pleasant. Say something wrong to him. He gonna show you how racist he is, correct? Since that's what y'all say, right? Allegedly. I haven't seen it. But this is what I'm hearing. And I can only say this to what I know. Anything dealing with Charlie Kirk is not in the positive light. You know, even if you got his wife on there screaming like, ah, you motherfuckers, that should be turning people up. Really, when people get that reaction out of you, that's what they did it for on live. That's the whole, you gave that dude that went to jail for smoking that nigga, you know y'all gave him satisfaction all the way to the days he got locked up. Him going to the shorts, mind you, he was going live. All these people go live and stuff like that. So you know, for shit show that he was watching everybody's wave and trying to find out who he was, and the people that said he did a good job and the people that said fuck him, he did a bad job, he's cruel, he's unhuman. He was living for that. Mind you, the dude that got that pop, Charlie Kirkland, had a transgender boy, his boyfriend. This is not alleged. This is off the goddamn news. Yeah, I speak of the truth, my friend. Okay? No pedo. Gracias a ti. Look, this brother got arrested with his transgender boyfriend. And best believe they said he told everything. They said he was not a problem in giving up information, but he was on his way to transitioning to a girl. So when he was with him and they were doing all that, when they were doing all that freaky stuff, yeah, that's what's going on. So when the dude, the night before, he went and did what he did to Charlie Kirkland, he was in there with that transgender boy turning into a girl. Now they both boys now, but he's turning into a girl. So you know what he did before Kirkland? Before he did that pow pow, he was in there last night. Yeah, that's what the nigga was doing. That's what the nigga was doing. That nigga like boys. Yeah, it was as vicious as that. And you think this brother has a problem with going to jail with all boys? Do you know when he get up in there, he gonna grow a pimp ponytail and he's gonna transition? Cause why? The law allows them to make that transition in jail too. They pay for it, taxes. And he gonna be in there with another dude. Yep. What? Don't drop the soap. He's gonna drop it on purpose. What do you mean? That is his purpose to go to jail, to drop the soap. What you think? What? You think if he had a transgender at the house when he got arrested, turning in, they said turning in to a girl. That means he's still elephant swinging.
Hey, babe. Glad to see you this morning.
Breath hot as a motherfucker, just like a grown man.
Oh, glad to see you too, babe. Do you want some coffee this morning?
Yeah, that's the conversation they was having. But the night before, they was,
yeah, turn the booty around.
Yeah, that's what them niggas was doing. And they was having fun. Funky butt loving. That's what I'm gonna call it. They was funky butt loving. That's YouTube purposes only. They was funky butt loving. If you like the way I put that, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. They was funky butt loving. YouTube purposes only. Shit, my son 10. That's the best words I could tell it to him without being too crucial. I'll be like, son, now you know them is two boys. They was on there funky butt loving. Bruh, the two most latest high profile shootings is from transgender LGBT HIJK elemental P community. Skittles Starburst ass niggas. And they wanted it to be some black folks. Ain't that a goddamn shame? They was praying, especially if he looked like me. Oh, they would do just like this. Hanging high. I would have went from this, and they found out you black, I would have went to this. Yeah, hanging high. Hell yeah. Let it been somebody did something that looked like this, with hair like this. They would have crucified that boy. Man, he probably, I don't even think in 48 hours he'll still be standing. You know how they say he did this to himself? I'll be like, how in the world did this dude all of a sudden rest in peace himself when out of all the thousands and upon thousands that have been to your facility that thought just like he did, and it wasn't able to be accomplished? But when this high profile mother lover go in there, they just forgot all protocol and he come up missing, right? Knock it off. Just knock it off. That ain't even, that don't even make no type of sense. It don't make pesos, it don't make euros, it make American monies. Bullshit. But, you know, hey, as long as they tell the story, y'all gonna believe it. And then your mama will go back and forth with you telling you, it was on the news. Like the news be telling the truth. The news don't tell the truth all the time. That's why they got YouTube. You know that? You know why people going so viral right now off of YouTube? Because YouTube, you are the one that censors your own content. You don't have to go to work at KCal9 and they put that paper in front of you and tell you to use your black ass face or your white ass face or your Asian ass face to push the agenda. And you see why they have diversity in there? Because they want you to familiarize and get this information from somebody that looks like you. That's why they have a white man, a black girl, an Asian girl, a Bayesian man. That's why they have all those mixtures in there. So you can believe in what they telling you. But y'all ain't think about that for yeah, I know. So, you know, I didn't even said certain things to where YouTube told me that I was bad mouthing people, that I was speaking on violence and I don't know what it was, but they were trying to say that whatever I was saying it wasn't cool for YouTube. So they shadow banned me for about like we could say like a week. And when I normally like even now, this is low for me to have 18 people, but I wasn't even able to get this. I was getting about like maybe like 8 people tops. When they shadow ban you, it's people that's really looking for you or know how you come on early in the morning. That's how they know to mess with you. But other than that, yeah, they and then after I start getting my numbers up with the shorts and stuff like that, bam, all of a sudden I'm back to 17K views and 22K views. Like usually I was bouncing around like 20 something K views every morning I used to pop up. Then all of a sudden when I start talking about political stuff and I stopped talking about that no fake ass gangbang shit, my my shit started changing. As long as I kept it no jumper, you know, just hood shit, they was cool with that. Once I said anything political or something that made sense, YouTube would down your ass. They'll down you for sure. You ain't got nothing coming. My Wi-Fi dying? No, it's just where I'm at. It's a lot of trees. See, this be the reason why my shit be disconnecting. This is the reason why my shit be disconnecting. You feel me? All trees. All trees. So even this morning with what went on, all I could do is give it to the trees. Cause they go on forever. As you can see, it's not just one, it's a lot. See? All these damn trees. Everywhere I look, it's just trees, 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 trees. And then dogs. Yep. But ain't nothing changed. Yeah, YouTube control they control what they control, and that AI they got up under there. Like, just best believe if people paying a lot of money, if they paying out a lot of money to these YouTubers, best believe YouTube has the best AI to scrutinize all your content. Yeah, I work on trailers. See, that's what I'm fixing right now. That's what I work on. I work on trailers. And that's my boy. He's $6. She 2.5. He's $6. You feel me? Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I think you weird for saying that, and I don't think you from America. But yeah, he's 6 months right there. Yep, that's what I do. That's what I do. Houses and trailers. That look like some of y'all talking shit in the morning. How y'all be waking up eating y'all breakfast? Look at how she eating her breakfast. I know some of y'all right now watching the live, chewing just like this, just channel surfing like you want to be, eating just like this with nobody around. You drop them little corn flakes on the ground, drop them frosted flakes, and you thought nobody was looking, and you picked them up real quick and looked around because you knew you got caught eating on the ground. Yup. I know how some of y'all look in the morning. Same with her. Ain't brush your face, ain't wash your teeth. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Ain't did nothing. But you know what they do? Before they even, as soon as they get out the bed, they be like, let me get on YouTube. That's what they be doing. Let me see if Neptune's live right now. Man, I can go ahead and talk shit to somebody, you know what I mean? And get my jokes together before I go to school. Go to school or this bum ass job I've been working at for 17 years. The nigga like 34, nigga been working there for about 16 years. Now he finally made fucking manager, not even supervisor. The nigga think he the shit because he could tell another person to flip some burgers. I understand it. I understand it clearly. Yeah, well, a lot of people say that, but just like the world say, no receipts, we don't believe you. Yep. Oh shit, big ass spider web. I can't even see it, but the web is so thick. That shit for sure a big spider. Can't even see it, but I know they got these big yellow and black spiders that's everywhere in Georgia right now. This big ass web right here. That shit go way down here. Sheesh. Them spiders, man, they everywhere. Start walking in the grass, you gonna see baby grasshoppers and big grasshoppers just start jumping all around. Just walk through the grass, it ain't nothing like California. And I'm just glad it ain't super cold or super hot or super humid. No, I'm not from Georgia. I just been out here about like 3 months. I'm from Cali. Born and raised Cali. No jumper, eliminator. I know all them little weird niggas on no jumper. Them niggas weird as hell too. Cause I know them niggas in real life. And I be looking at them like before I even knew about YouTube. I started watching them when I first got on YouTube and it was like, what the fuck they call this nigga? Just like I say, Brick Baby blew my socks off. I was like, Brick Baby? That nigga name ain't no goddamn Brick Baby. But he on the internet and everybody like, yeah, Brick Baby all in the chat and shit like that. I'm like, that nigga ain't no motherfucking Brick Baby, nigga. That nigga name from his hood is not Brick Baby. Brick Baby is around my age. That nigga is not no motherfucking Brick Baby. That's Shitty Cuz. His little homie killed Nipsey Hussle. That Shitty Cuz. Nigga, is you crazy? Just like ODM Sliv. His name ain't Sliv from his hood. I forgot his name. It's a regular ass Crip name. It ain't even nothing spectacular. Like Bop. C-Bop. Yeah. That nigga ODM Sliv. That nigga name ain't ODM Sliv from his hood. His name is C-Bop. So you already these is LA podcasters. You got ODM Slim. That's not his name. His name is C-Bop. Crip Mac name is Crip Mac from 5'5". His name is Crip Mac. Brick Baby name is not Brick Baby. It's Shitty Cuz. 600, never seen him a day in my life. But he's claimed to be my age. And he claims to play for Crenshaw High. Okay. Who else? Stu Boy Blue, never seen him, too young for me. We got too many years apart. Who else? Fats, the little short nigga that used to be with Nipsey, the one that got they alleged that got R.I.P. by Big U. I knew that short fat nigga. His he used to be around with my cousin, name is Lil Boat the House. Rest in peace. Lil Boat. They got Big Boat the House, Lil Boat the House. I don't know if it's a baby Boat the House, but my cousin Chris Simmons, he rest in peace. He was a 6'0". A fat nigga too. Fat dark skinned nigga with braids. He used to always be with Big Mayhem.
Munchie B, yeah, he got his name. Big Munchie B is from Crenshaw Mafia. Lil Munchie B is from IF. Big Munchie B is Munchie B. His name wouldn't have been Munchie if he wasn't a munchkin. Like he was shorter than everybody else growing up. While everybody was getting taller, he was staying the same. I say Big Munchie stayed a munchkin all the way to like 11th to 12th grade. He looked like he was in 9th grade and 11th grade on the dead homies. It's like Munchie. My mom. That's why I said my mama know that nigga. She was like Munchie because he looked like a baby for a long time, and then all of a sudden he got tall. Real shit. That's why his name was Munchie B because he was always a munchkin. Then you got this nigga over here like Spider Loc. I don't know. That's some East Coast business. All I ever knew Spider Loc name was from being on G Unit. I knew he used to rap with Game and 50 Cent. That's the only reason why I ever knew Spider Loc. But I never heard of Spider Loc as being no goon or nothing like that. I mean what? That's rapper shit. And then you got to do this too. Now, if you this big old rapper, the ones that I could say they like that is the one that be going to the pen, the ones that be going to the county jail. If you ain't been to the pen or the county jail and you a rapper, I don't believe you. You ain't doing shit but talking shit on the phone and being around 30 niggas in an Airbnb. And you and niggas and what? This is another thing I can't get out of my head too. Why y'all always gotta be around some niggas? Like me, I be on this live the whole time. Nobody in the background walking around and shit like that. Get the YNs, the rappers, why they can't live by themselves? Don't you got a girlfriend? Now you got this big old rapping ass girlfriend and you a big old rapping ass nigga. And y'all all in one Airbnb and then the world think that's fly. That ain't fly. Nigga, every time you come down the stairs, the Simply Orange Lemonade orange juice gonna be gone. The Simply Lemonade lemonade gonna be gone. Nigga, the toilet tissue gonna always be out. You gonna always need paper towels. Niggas gonna always be breaking shit. Niggas gonna always be needing to get the belt out of jail, especially if we touring. So a nigga gonna be in Texas, another nigga gonna be, we gotta leave in Tennessee, and then they gotta catch up with us, and then I gotta get them a flight to catch us with us on the tour. And come on, man. See, the people that ain't famous, you would never hear about them getting dropped off along the way because they ain't famous. Now say Lil Durk was hitting Memphis and then Texas and going, they gonna be like, oh yeah, Durk was here, Durk was here, Durk was here, Durk was here. What about them niggas that be doing goofy shit on the bus? That they gotta go and then he can't bail out for 2-3 days, so then they keep the bus moving. Now he gotta go back, bail this nigga out, but don't gotta go back and then fly the nigga to keep up with the come on, man. But like I said, they always around some niggas, so going to jail, it just being around some more niggas. They ain't tripping. The way they be sliding for their boys, you would think they was LGBTQ, whatever the fuck. I just can't understand how YNs always gotta be around another nigga. It's like you can't even say, just like Munchie B, perfect example. He always say, we did this. We and the homies did that. He never be like, yeah, and I went up in there and I went to that party and I just squabbled niggas down, nigga. No, you didn't. You pulled up with a carload of your homies. And now you a factor. Shut your bitch ass up. Niggas ain't never did nothing by themselves. That's why they always together. And then you see why they got all the blicks? Cause they ain't finna fight you, man. They got the Amiri jeans on. You know what I mean? Shoes cost too much. Red bottoms, nigga, they ain't what? They not fighting you. They trying to stay clean. But then when they go in there and do that life, they gonna be looking like straight bums. Like that nigga, I'll never forget that motherfucking rear, that short of, what was it, E-Day? Or whatever it was in Chicago. And he was up against that wall. And they had that dirt song said, some homies say they your homies, but they ain't your homie though. Yeah, they did that nigga bad, man. That nigga had that look like, fuck, man. I ain't finna never get up out of here. Like that nigga had his hands in his pants, bro, just up against the wall and just like head down, like thinking about his case, like, nigga, I ain't never going home. That's a cold feeling. That's why, what's his name? Govan? Old boy was on that stand trying to tell on him for Young Dog. Yeah, he was like, nigga, if I'ma do life, nigga, you finna do it too. Yep. Straight drop, got him up out of there. Straight drop is dead bang. This nigga straight drop, nigga, they had cameras all the way to your project building. And then you going in the house and changing clothes. And you know what the first thing you did? Go get the money, cheat the smoker pill nigga out there. The nigga that do pills, that's who you don't burn. Do you know that's what he did it for? So pretty much, straight drop, you hired a crackhead. Let's just put it out there. You hired a crackhead. Then you hit a lick on a crackhead who be hitting licks. You hit a lick on a crackhead that be hitting licks. And you give the nigga $500 for murking Dolph, you niggas crazy. And he know how much the payout is, you niggas crazy. And then Govan wanted a piece, you niggas crazy. How you gonna want a piece when you didn't even go do shit and provide nothing? But one thing he did say was, you know how everybody said that white Benz was over there parked by his house and this and that? He said that was an internet lie. How many people thought, oh yeah, Govan, he's stupid as a motherfucker. That nigga had that white Benz over there by his house down the street around the corner, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, he told the world, nigga, that was an internet goddamn lie. Everybody was thinking, and everybody just knew he was a dumb old nigga. He said, hell no, that white Benz wasn't nowhere by my house, parked by my house, around the corner or nothing. That was an internet lie. And you know a lot of people got a lot of money running that fake content. Real talk. Because I never even heard in the trial that that car was parked by his house. You feel me? Oh, and since you brought up academics, let's talk about academics and how he had Charleston White on there talking about the old boy off the Danza Project trying to holler at his bitch. Oh yes. He was on DJ Academics last night. Charleston White on the phone said he will no longer be fucking with the Danza Project because the nigga was hitting his new girlfriend up at 1:45 in the morning talking about, you know, you could start linking with us and we could start doing some business, making some money. Talking to his girl behind his back and didn't tell Charleston White nothing about it. Academics start looking up who Charleston White's new girlfriend is. Nigga, she busting. She busting. Yeah, real talk. He said it out his own lips. Everybody took that content. I'm talking about academics. Then lied on this man, talking about the car was by his house. Trenches, Snitches News. Snitches News, Trenches News, lied about it. Who else? Say No to Skull. These big platforms lied to you too. These is all the people y'all watch. And then if y'all don't say nothing, it just blows over. So when y'all be in the chat, like y'all be in my chat, be in their chat and spam it and be like, nah, nigga, you remember when you told us about Govan and this and that? Man, you was one of the ones that said that white Mercedes was by his house. Tell them that, because they lying. They lying. Big podcast. I know for sure Academics said it. No Jumper said it. Say No to Skull said it. King AK said it. Yeah. For real. For real. And these is all fake. These is all y'all biggest podcasters on YouTube. And they straight up told you a lie. And Hernandez Govan told the whole world that white Mercedes was not down the street from my house, nor was it parked across the street or around the corner. That was an internet lie. And y'all still like, comment, subscribe. Y'all even give super chats to these platforms that'll lie to you. And then won't even apologize. I guess that's just how it go, right? Like when that homeless person asks you for some money and you give him some change and he don't say thank you, he just get up and bounce. Same shit, right? I get it. I get it. Any news is better than no news, correct? I get it. But I also get the whole scope of YouTube. Niggas can sell anything. Good looking out, good looking out. I still gotta get them filled. You know what I mean? I gotta get them crocheted in a little bit better, but I don't know. I did mine the regular, natural way. I didn't do the cheat sheet. I didn't do no cheat sheet. My shit is really, you know, my length, all that shit, you know. But yeah, I see now, once you get a big following of subscribers, you can tell the world anything. All I gotta do is get a microphone, right? And be sitting here, just like everybody else. Let's say, let me get up to 10K. I'll say I'll be up to 10K in about another 5 months, right? So look, I'll be sitting here, chilling, and I'll put a microphone in the table and then look like Munchie B, you know what I mean? When you do a Stevie Wonder shit, and have my glasses on, keep pushing them up on my face like I'm a smart individual, but I'm really a dickhead, right? So I'll go ahead and put my shit up and talk to y'all like I'm motherfucking L Cool J in his prime. And y'all just believe whatever I say, and then even if I'm wrong, I'm right. Because if I was wrong, I still could be right. Because even when I'm right, I could be wrong. But even if I was wrong, I'm still right, because you never know. Now that's some pimping for your ass. And that's what they doing on YouTube. They selling you, telling you anything like a, you know, one of them streetwalkers, and then you done went for it and you jumped in the car. And that's why a lot of y'all be going to work arguing with your coworkers thinking y'all know something, because you didn't listen to that bullshit podcaster that done lied to you. And then you go over there and argue with your coworker at work, ready to get down, catch a fade, go back to back, fist the cuffs over what you think is true. And your motherfucking favorite YouTuber then lied his ass off. But you made sure you gave him like, comment, subscribe, and even a motherfucking super chat. Yeah, like academics. This I've heard academics say. The Mercedes was down the street or around the corner, or some shit by his house. I just knew it was by his house. I heard academics say that with my own ears. He ain't said he's sorry. And he's still gonna have 5K watching that nigga tell some bold-faced lies. How can you trust a nigga that fuck with Tekashi 6ix9ine? What is he, the first real viral young nigga that was telling? And who was his manager? Oh, Whack. And Whack still claims to be friends with this guy. Correct? They be calling in on academics all the time. They're friends. They have each other's number. They keep up. If you keep up with a nigga number, because you know them famous niggas be changing numbers and shit, just like they be changing bitches. If you still have his latest number, that's your boy. That's all I need to know. And that's a fact. You can lie to me all you want. If he was a homie in the hood, say Whack was the older homie in the hood, and they get the politicking, this is one phrase I would say to kill off his whole mojo. Hey, Whack. Hey, Blood. Hey, you got that nigga 6ix9ine number? What you mean? Like, can you call him so he can tell us some facts or whatever? If that nigga say, oh yeah, hold on, wait right here. As soon as, hello, that's when you start pounding him. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. just answered your own question, bro. It ain't, it ain't even, you ain't even got no, you know what I mean? If you have his number, I done outsmarted the old nigga. You know how the old niggas always been finessing young niggas like, hey, youngster, hey, I'll go up in there and get that liquor for you, man. Y'all gonna let me keep the change? You remember when them old niggas used to do you like that? If you really grew up in the hood like me, they'd be walking to school, 5th grade. And then this before we smoking cigarettes. We was smoking Black and Miles, but we was sharing them. And then we had our own little, like, we were so young, we had our own little like traditions to where it's your turn to freak the blunt. I mean, freak the Black and Mild. That means you had to rub your hands together, make it soft and shit. Nigga, we did all that. Then you had to bite the tip and shit. Like, we did all that shit just to smoke. And we all smoking the same Black and Mild. And I'm talking about, nigga, we was young, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. For sure, I was smoking cigarettes way before 8th grade, nigga. I used to get caught from my dad smoking cigarettes and get ass whoopings. I'm talking about smashed. That nigga did not want me smoking cigarettes. And then he told me, yeah, this is what took your grandfather from me. He died when I was 5 years old, smoking non-filtered Camels. I was like, yeah. For sure. All right, you caught me. Get my ass whooping and go right back to smoking again. Nah, my dad had 7 brothers though. He was from Oklahoma City. He was the first generation of Haitians when they came off the boats and shit like that. When they came over here, went to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and then once they got there, they migrated to Oklahoma City, to where the Black Wall Street was. That was like the first. Oklahoma was given to, like, it was for blacks and Indians. Oklahoma was given, like, if the U.S. was to say, hey, this where y'all would be, Oklahoma was the first. Oklahoma had its black state. That was, and then the Indians start fucking with us because the blacks wasn't tripping off the blacks wasn't tripping off no Indian folks. We was already chilling with them, you know, so that's what made Blackfoot, that's what made Cherokee, that's what made Choctaws, like all those Indians, some of them, just like my sisters, they light-skinned like Mexicans. I got one dark-skinned sister that look like she Haitian, and then I got 2 light-skinned sisters that's light brights, like light bulbs, like fucking Lotto. Fucking that other bitch, you know, as light as Lotto. On my mama and mama, nigga. My mama, they be thinking she Mexican. When she go in the grocery store, like Food for Less and all that type of shit, Stater Brothers, Vons, man, I didn't see them. I just start speaking Spanish to my mama. My mama like, no, I'm not, no. Yeah, she got freckles like me and all type of shit. My mama is light bright. If me and my mama was walking together, you'd be like, yeah, that's your son, but y'all are 2 different colors. But she ain't white though. She ain't white, and she sure ain't Mexican. I don't even remember eating too many burritos and tacos in the house, like for real. If you want to get down to the business, I remember beans and rice and spaghetti more than and burgers more than hot dogs and top ramen soups before I say a taco and a burrito. We was not eating no tacos and burritos. So that's how I know my mom ain't nowhere nothing like Mexican. And she ain't white neither, but she like to talk like she is, and she be trying to talk like she real smart. Oh, my whole house, like, nigga, my front yard was the hood. As soon as I left, I grew up on Eucalyptus and Lime. 1 street up on Eucalyptus and Kelso, that's Inglewood High, the back of Inglewood High. And then it's like 2 or 3 streets in between, and then you get to Manchester, and that's where Inglewood High stops. So the back is Kelso, the front is Manchester, and I live 1 street behind Inglewood High. Nigga, you gotta be a blood. But there ain't no Crips over there. Absolutely not. That's like living over there by Crenshaw. You think there's gonna be some Bloods over there? You might catch some VNs, but they're not gonna be directly behind the high school. It's gonna be Crippin'. It only makes sense. But it wasn't like, hey, I want to be like Bosco. I didn't do like Bosco. I didn't do like Bosco 100. I didn't say, hey, I want to be from your gang. Nope, sure didn't. Nope, sure didn't. That's why I can't respect no nigga that didn't grow up in it. It might seem harsh, but I wouldn't even take back these words. Not like whack, to make it fit certain issues. Like, he don't want to say thug or snitch, but then he don't want to all the way say 6ix9ine a snitch, but he had to do. You know what I mean? He always leave that doggy door to where you know how that doggy door be in the big door, and you can just slide some little shit in through the yeah. I don't do that, nigga. If you did it, you did it. You know? So ain't no take backsies or nothing, nigga. If you did that, you did that. So, perfect example. Hey, thug, you told. You told just like 6ix9ine. Stop it. Just stop it. Loose cannon, you told. You told. You was telling in front of us on No Jumper. Brick Baby, you told. How did Brick Baby tell? Nigga, that nigga had the phone, and that nigga was telling everything on phone calls. You're telling. And then you want to say, well, I don't think Loose Cannon telling, or I don't think Brick Baby telling, or you don't think they telling? Well, they in jail, and they over here making you have a prepaid call from this monitor. This phone is being monitored and recorded. Nigga, don't that mean you shouldn't be on YouTube? I mean, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because it only makes sense. If your phone call is saying, this phone call is from a federal facility, it will be monitored and recorded. Do you think you should be talking to YouTube and you're facing a federal case like it's a game? But y'all tell the world y'all rich. But y'all sure trying to squeeze that money out of YouTube. I don't know what to do with y'all. Is it real? Is it fake? I don't know. Everybody's selling a story. If Braves was out, somebody would be trying to smack him down. For real. If Baby B Braves was out, he would be getting smacked down. And that's a fact. Why? He's gonna still be around. And as long as you're around, you get hit. That's it. It just matter on how bad they want you. Now, I'm not hating. I'm just saying the facts. What you gonna do? Nipsey Hussle, open a store, and it be your own homie that whack you? Because mind you, he has said things. Baby B Braves has said things about his own homies. Yeah, and if I was out there, nigga, this woo, and this nigga wouldn't be allowed, and these people wouldn't be allowed in the hood, woo. What you think gonna happen when a nigga get out talking about what ain't gonna go and what's gonna fly and what ain't gonna fly to some niggas that already was out there? Out of here. You out of here. There ain't no question about it. You out of here. Ain't that the story of every real nigga that came home, that came pressing the line? It was that little bitty nigga that pow-powed his ass. And you know who would be more than willing to do it first? Somebody know the California law that's under 18. They gonna go pop him down and then get out, just like the Hoover niggas. You get out on what's that shit called? Juvenile life. Yes, juvenile life in California is real. That's why you got the little Mexican dudes, the little Southsiders that be like 13, 12, 13, all the way 14, 16 years old. They be the ones that's the main shooters. Why? Because they already know the structure of it. The most you get is juvenile life, you'll be out 21, 25. Say I'm lying. And these are the facts of LA streets. Mind you, they say we can't have pistols in public. You can't carry them on you. You can get a concealed, but I don't know how that go, cause I ain't never been like 600. I ain't never been no good nigga. Nigga talking about he been in the hood and he know this nigga. Well, one thing I do know, 600, You sure got a video with Big U talking about, yeah, this the big homie. And then he got the video talking about, yeah, man, niggas know what it is, man. Ooh, like they piped you down, nigga. Like they told you, man, get off the big homie or something bad gonna happen to you. Yeah, nigga, you was on there. Yeah, this the big homie right here, man. Ooh. And he was talking shit on the phone. He was talking shit like, yeah, man, you know, because if they don't fuck with me, they don't go through me, blah, 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 blah. And 600 in the back, like, this how you was standing. Yeah, nigga. Now he your worst enemy. Shut your ass up. Just like Loose Cannon. He got the retro video talking about Whack 100, talking about, yeah, that nigga a bitch. Woo, woo, woo. Next thing you know, they doing business. He on No Jumper, and motherfucking Whack 100 is was his godson, was his goddaddy to his son. Yep. I know a lot of y'all didn't know that. They thought they had a good thing going until he went to jail. Dead homies. That nigga Whack 100 was Loose Cannon's godfather. His son's godfather. This is true fact. Go do the history. It's on YouTube. Y'all just forgot about it. Like I said, all it takes is a little while. Y'all gonna forget. And I'm the one, bring it back. On my mama, I'm bringing it back. Everything you said is crucified. She said, or Loose Cannon said, it was the godfather. He was the godfather and blah, blah, blah. And he been there for me. No, nigga. And then, yeah. Yep. Never even sent them. No, I think Sharice said he never even sent them diapers too. He never even sent them diapers. And I think Loose Cannon even said that in the while he in the feds. He was like, yeah, this nigga talking all this high power shit. Ooh. And where he get his clothes done? Like in Africa or somewhere? Like he really doing that that labor, what they got labor laws for. You feel me? Allegedly. He said Whack 100 got his stuff being made way out by you know, like Chinese type people. And yeah, that's his diaper gang. Yep. And how you gonna have a godson and you ain't sent him no packs of diapers? You out of pocket. But like I said too though, you living life with a young, rich and famous. You're in the limelight. So when it goes down like this, man, there's so many people in y'all ear. Y'all could be friends one night, wake up in the morning, that nigga see a Twitter post and see you liked it or made a comment. Now y'all worst enemies. That's some emotional bullshit. That's what I said, man. And then, oh, and on another subject, this nigga Loose Coochie drips. Nigga, your brother put you on blast on Munchie B show. This nigga said, man, this nigga Loose Coochie drip twin brother said, oh yeah, I know my brother be telling lies. He just do anything for clout. Like he just say anything to get people's attention. Whoa. So if he's willing to spit that out and he didn't even second guess thinking that, that's why Whack was like, oh, come on. Oh yeah, you got the videos with these niggas? That's what he did in the background to get up under Whack. Showing videos with Drake. He was sending this via email. That's why him and Whack became best friends. And then Whack already had the agenda to down Big U for whatever reason. I forgot what it was. I'll have to get back into the history of Big U and Whack. But that's why he picked up Loose Cannon, because he knew the dirty work that he had to do, so he put somebody else up to do it. Just like they do in the hood. He wants somebody gone, but he gonna pump somebody else up to do it. That's why niggas be like, nah, man, ain't no way in hell the homie got hit right here. Like, man, this is the hood right here. Niggas don't be walking through here just doing niggas like, man, nah, right here, this is where he was? Hell nah, man. I'm sorry to say, nigga, that was one of the homies. Yep. I done said that a gang of times, at least 3 times, and to me, that's a gang of times. Like, nah, man, ain't no way in hell, nigga, nah, nigga. Niggas don't know this nigga be in the whip like this. He be posted in it, nah, hell nah, niggas, man, hell nah. Yep, and it be the homie. Every time. So, since you know better, you better do better. That's why I said, back to Charlie Kirk. Bro, you don't go to no hood type areas without being blocked up. And these people doing it, you know, That's another thing about YouTube too. I was telling my partner yesterday. I said, see, I always tell people that all these people see me, but I don't see them. So how is that fair for me to be in the street and just be like, la, 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 and somebody be like, oh, that's Neptune, ooh, and then you just Google your face on YouTube. They ain't got no Google to where they name pop up and then they face pop up. No. So that's two different, that's a whole different game. We playing chess and then we playing checkers. Y'all on the checkerboard, but y'all trying to play chess with me. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's craziness. That's why I said, like, if you don't get on, you gonna get got. It's a matter of time. But, you know, but just like you said, his clothes will get the busing. But like I said too, you know, niggas' numbers is going down too. Everybody's numbers is going down for some reason. It's like a certain part of the month to where YouTube slows it down on purpose. Because like even like Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, my numbers be up. My likes be like this, or my likes be like closer to 100. But for some reason, the traction is slow. Or it might be other streamers keeping other people up all night, and it takes away from your viewers and subscribers because we all in the same genre. So it take away from you because people be trying to stay up, trying to listen to academics till 5, 6 in the morning. And I see a lot of people now, people that I said that be in my chat watching me, seeing what I'm talking about, what I'm saying. Now they on live, trying to do a live when I told them I do my lives on my mama. Yep. And that's what I said. Last night, this nigga had Ray J on there. Y'all see what Ray J was doing? Going over 400. Yep. That nigga yesterday, man, that nigga Ray J, you seen how high he was on Tyson that little live? Let me tell you how burnt out this nigga was acting. First off, Ray J had a skirt on, bro. I repeat, Kai said that live last night. Ray J had a skirt on, bro. You think I'm lying? It was black and green. It was a black and green skirt on last night, bro. With a black t-shirt. How I know? This is what he did. This nigga was doing like some jumping jacks. That nigga was like doing some kind of weird ass shit like Kodak Black was doing, you know, when you tell a nigga hi, right? And the nigga came in and he lifted his shirt and he just walked up on Tyson and all of that. Like him and his bros, they talking in the house, right? He walked up on all three of these niggas in the camera, lifted up his shirt and said, abs, and then walked away. I swear to God, that nigga did that shit. But when he lifted up his shirt, the nigga was sweaty all on his head. He was sweaty all on his body. I swear to God, I'm going to replay it again. This is what Ray J did on Tyson Nat last night. If y'all didn't see it, on the Dead Homies. I had took a nap during the day, eating some jerk oxtails and the dirty rice. I would tell on myself, I got the itis. Nigga, I drunk the Simply lemonade, lemon lime, the limeade. That's what I had. The Simply limeade, the jerk oxtails with the rice and the cabbage and the macaroni and cheese, and I got the itis. So I slept during the day. But when I woke up, the nigga Tyson that in the front like this, right? And it's his boys. Ray J comes from the back, like I said, with a skirt on, with like some black leggings on under it, right? The nigga walked up with the green and black plaid skirt on, walked up to the camera and did just like this on the Dead Homies. I'm gonna show you what he did. Watch, hold on. Now mind you, you know how close Tyson that be sitting up to the thing, right? On the Dead Homies. This nigga walked up and said, abs, and walked off. And I'm talking about when he did that, that nigga was so glistening in sweat. And then when he walked up, his hair was all sweaty than a motherfucker. I'm like, damn, look at Ray J. This nigga's burnt out blood. This nigga's brazy. So look. So then the nigga started, like Tyson that had this little spinning, this big old spinning wheel in the back, right? But he not spinning it. The nigga just touching the colors like this. And then he started walking around all fast. And then he started getting on his phone. And this is what he told Tyson that too. He said, oh, bro, you know, really, like Tyson that told him something. He said, oh, bro, I really ain't tripping on the bread right now. It's more the publicity than anything. Like, it's just, no, he said, it's more the exposure than the money. That's it. That nigga said, it's more exposure than the money. What does that mean, y'all? He's going down. He's only on Tyson that to try to get, like, viral. He needs it. He lives for it. He know he's on a downhill. Nobody checking for Ray J no more. That nigga said, I'm just here. Look, I'm not even tripping off the money. I'd rather be in the limelight right now with people seeing Ray J with 4 to 5K people watching. That's what he was on. He was like, I'm not tripping off the money. I just want people to see me. When you high, you get to telling on yourself. This nigga was feeling on the, like Wheel of Fortune, how that thing spin and there's all the different colors. You know how Kai's and that, you having that big old wheel over there, you be spinning. Oh, my mama, nigga. This nigga was over there feeling on the motherfucking thing. Then this is another thing he did. I'm just watching this nigga. He did just like Kodak Black, just tweaking and geeking. This nigga, mind you, it's about like 1, 2 in the morning, LA time. So this nigga, he started walking around fast with his phone in his hand, back and forth. And then I said this too. I said, look at how close he got up on this nigga. This nigga seen something in his phone, and whoever was his security guard, that nigga like was all up on him to show him what he was showing. I was like, oh, I ain't never did that. Like, I'll be like, hey man, check this out. I'm not gonna bump shoulders with you and be all in your stomach area showing you what's on my phone. That's too close, nigga. That's too close, nigga. That's too close. It was a nigga in some red shoes. That's all I know. He was light skinned and the nigga had red shoes, and it was a security guard at the door. And do you know another thing? Ray J will go nowhere without security. Cause why? They know damn well somebody put hands on Ray J, they going viral. Ray J ain't gonna even let it happen. He'll let it happen to you, but it ain't gonna happen to him. Facts. Just like I said yesterday, Ray J hires all the Bloods that he know got names in their hoods. Like, went to jail, be punching niggas out, knocking niggas out. I don't know how he did it, but that's how he been picking who his security is. Mind you, gang members. Mind you, felons. Now, he have some that's sprinkled in. Like, it's off-duty police officers that do be with him as security. But the other side of things is the gang members, and they don't have the guns. So the ones that don't have the guns, they gonna do the crazy burnt out shit to you that the police officer that carried the gun with them ain't gonna do. But when the police come, he's gonna tell a good story in their favor. Why? Because Ray J pays everybody. Ray J will not be on camera getting boo-bopped. And if he is, that person knows they're gonna be more famous than Aaron the Plumber. And I don't even know what's happening with Aaron the Plumber. I think after that fight and that 4 extra shit didn't really happen, after 4 extra fingers went bye-bye, he blew off them fingers, nigga. 4 extra been on a downhill. And then, I don't know why his new best friend is DC Baby Draco. That's, you know what I mean? Hey, and your views is disrespectful. And the way you spent out in that video with that one tire on that, it wasn't a Hellcat, it was a Hell Nah. That nigga was driving a Hell Nah and try to spin out and then had the nerve to put it in your music video and then have the nerve to floss money in the passenger seat. And nigga, we seen a couple hundreds. Nigga, them was dubs, 5s, and 10s. Talking about we having this money on this side of Vernon. I just did this. Just like the emoji. Bruh, you didn't have no Honduns. then to make it worse, your car spent out. The back rear right wheel was the only one spinning. In your old video, the people was waiting at the light for you to do your thing and spit it out. Nigga, you tried it 3 times and the people was honking like, man, get out of here, man, you bullshit. Oh, I swear to God, nigga, LA is just like New York. They was gonna watch you spin out if you was gonna spin out because they was behind the line. They was gonna let you handle that. Nigga, you went 3 times and you pushed the brakes. And only one tire was spinning. And you was like, I don't know why it's not spinning out. Nigga, you can't do that in a 4-cylinder. How you gonna do that with a Honda engine up under there, nigga? We know you got your shit basic on Hawthorne Boulevard. Nigga talk about I'm going to the car lot. Nigga with old little bread with it turned to Hawthorne Boulevard and bought one of them whips. That's why that shit was spit it out. What tire, you goofy? Then you just embarrass yourself. Oh, your old music video. And let's not talk about the Tupac remix. Did y'all see this nigga with DC Baby Draco in the studio, right? In the studio. And this nigga was trying to freestyle to different songs. I said, oh my Lord. Everything is Vernon Ave, on Crip, neighborhood, 40s, this. And I was like, bruh, how the fuck did he even get a kickstart? Just by getting on No Jumper saying he was getting 10 off the back, and then other niggas getting famous off. That's the only reason why y'all know Baby B Braggs. Cause he said, yeah, he didn't do that to me, nigga. I actually fucked that nigga up and woo woo woo. Then all of a sudden Baby B Braggs in the jail cell famous. What y'all got famous over fights of lies? Come on, man, be real. We already know 4 Extra was lying. Everybody that get on here now, that's the first thing out their mouth. And you know who makes sure the world hears this? Yours truly, Adam88. Oh, 4 Extra, I paid you that money? You don't want to come finish your job? You want to floss that little money in your video? Well, let me get somebody else to say you wasn't like that and you didn't catch no 10 off the bat. And yeah. Man, I felt sorry for 4 Extra when he came out with that motherfucking video. You should have just left the streets alone when you brought Adam 22 to your hood the first time. That was the best embarrassment you could have ever did. Because you showed the police, everybody who be out there, and even all the niggas that ain't seen in a while, they came out there for the video. So now the police was like, we've been looking for him for like 3 years. I wonder where the fuck he is. You made them spin the block some more, looking for that nigga. You don't even know what you did. And then you know the feds were watching because why? That's one of their buddy old pals. Come on, man. This nigga, if a president of the United States can say, oh yeah, I know Adam Grand Mason. I'm good friends with his dad. You don't think the feds is watching that nigga and whatever he do? You wonder why he got so many views and subscribers. And now that I know niggas be paying for views, likes, and subscribers, views, likes, and subscribers, man, come on, man, anything can happen on the internet. Have you ever seen a name or a podcast you never heard of? Then all of a sudden, this nigga got like 50,000 views. And then you be like, 12 videos? How the fuck this nigga got 12 videos and he already had like 50,000 views and then another day? Like, come on, man, come on, Young Thug already told. Ain't no more hiding it. Young Thug told the world. Niggas be buying shit because he was gonna buy shit for Gunna. This shit bad, sad work, man. I don't know what to think no more. That's what I said. If you got niggas coming on the internet with fake names like Brick Baby, that's not your name. ODM Slim, what I say his name was? C-Bop. His name is C-Bop. His name is not Slim nothing. Who else got a fake ass name on here? Bosco got his real name, but it ain't no 100 behind it. That's for shit show. That nigga name is Bosco. Drop the 100, nigga. That nigga, come on, man. Booty face, man, ain't never been like that. Munchie B name is like that, but he clout chasing off his brother. So shit, that's, you know what I mean. That's a whole nother issue. Yeah, but the system ain't rigged. It ain't rigged when you buying. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, do you think that that Crawford and Canelo fight wasn't already known when they first started swinging the gloves? Who was gonna do what to who? Do you see how humbly Canelo was like, yeah, you know, I did a good job, you know, I did a lot of great things in my career, you know, I enjoyed it while I had it. I did everything I wanted to do, and you know, hey, you know, this guy, he good warrior, he good fighter. So you know, I love to fight good fighters. So you know, hey, you know, I give him another fight, maybe not. You know, yeah, he didn't give a fuck about that belt. That nigga's living good. Ain't that the point of being a boxer or doing whatever you do to like the world? Like, ooh, he took your belt, nigga. You know how many motherfucking Wolf of Wall Street parties this nigga had with the bitch ass? I'm talking about the bitch ass, and he Mexican, and all that loud music, Modelos, Coronas, cocaína, gaga. The Wolf of Wall Street times 10. That nigga was in Mexico with no fucking goddamn laws. And you know out there, they like him young and tender. Yeah, it probably was a Selena Gomez looking bitch out there. 13 years old. And you know in Mexico, it's all good. Yeah, say what you want. You two know it's the truth. And it ain't no allegedly. Out there, they say if she want to be grown, she grown. Oh, you rich? Ah, okay. Welcome to the family. You boxer. Hey, champin, le chicaline. Mm-hmm. Yep. That part. But then, on the flip coin, you got Mike Tyson. Now, you already did the Jake Paul. Now you doing the Mayweather? Did y'all not see the knees on Mike Tyson last time? Mike Tyson, the last time he was in the ring, he looked like grandpa. Like, bruh, what are you doing? You remember Mike Tyson? He got so much dementia, he gotta bite the glove to hold it to his mouth. Y'all remember with Jake Paul? And now you gonna fight Mayweather? So you gonna be biting that glove again, huh? Cause your brain gonna forget to hold your shit up. So you gonna be biting that shit because you already see now, what is the money grab for? You doing bad? From what I hear, when niggas hit me in my DM, the last time I said it was like, nah, man, you know, Tyson got these different businesses and this is, so if he got all these different businesses, why is his old ass still going through brain damage? Are you trying to be shaky like Ali? We all know Ali should have been quit, and that's why he got the shakies. Like the straight bobblehead. You be talking to Ali, he like, yeah. Yeah, those were the good times. Head just going like a motherfucker. You know who else do that shit to this day that y'all don't see? Mac 10. Mac 10 got that shit too. Mac 10 real sucked up. Mac 10 head look real big. And his head be bobbling. That's why you don't see Mac 10 doing a podcast or anything. Cause it'll be a good look for West Side Connection to be on a good platform. But yeah, Mac 10, his head gonna be doing this the whole time. Real talk. Yep. Hockey players got their teeth missing when they like 22 years old though. And then I always wonder how that motherfucking sport is legal. How did hockey, with hitting some sticks, it'll go become appropriate for y'all to grab each other and sock each other while the referee right there, and then he watch it and then send y'all to the penalty box for like 2-3 minutes to come back out again and do your shit. Yeah. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Mac 10 as of like I'd say like 2 years. So with that being said, with 2 years passing, your condition don't get better, correct? But yeah, he got the bobble. That's why you won't see Mac 10 nowhere. And if it do, it's gonna be super edited because he got the bobblehead. Like, and it's hard. He like Ali. He just be like this. It'll be real embarrassing for Mac 10 to get on there and yeah. Yeah. He looked different though. Bosco took one with him like a while ago though. But like I said, I remember when Mac 10 first got on and the homie threw a motherfucking Hennessy bottle at that motherfucking Mac 10 bubble. It was a champagne colored bubbleized Benz. And the homie threw a fucking half-pint Hennessy bottle at that nigga whip. And all I know is that nigga Mac 10, he rolled the window down a little bit. You can tell it was him. And the homie Do Dirty, rest in peace. That nigga grabbed that half-pint of Hennessy bottle off the ground and chucked it at his shit like, whoa, whoa, whoa. All you heard was, bah! That nigga drove off and said, I got too much money to be fighting you niggas. That's the last time I saw Mac 10 in the hood. And I was like, 15, 16. We was in front of 427 West Queen Street. Never forget. And yeah, I was out early. It was a foggy morning too, and it was a school day because I know I had my backpack on. I think me and Do Dirty had just came out from I sacked up like maybe a half a QP or a QP of trees, and yeah, I went to the front. And it was foggy than a motherfucker, like cold. That's why we had to drink early in the morning. And I used to buy the littlest motherfucking bottles of Hennessy. So that little bottle used to be like $5.25, $5.75. So I used to buy a Hennessy bottle in the mornings when it was like cold like that. And I'm drinking that shit. And that's what he picked up, like the little bottles, like whatever the size that was. Like the littlest bottle you could buy. It's not no shot. It's bigger than a shot or 2 shots. But anyway, he picked that bitch up. And Mac 10 had that mirror tint on it. It was like a silver mirror tint to where you could barely see him. And that nigga, the champagne brown bubbleized Benz, the 2 bubbleized in the front, 4 total. And they were driving up to 400. And all I know is Do Dirty said, that's that bitch ass nigga Mac 10. He was like, that nigga be over here talking about the hood and all that, have the police hot and shit over here, nigga. Nigga come out, hang out with us, nigga. We going to jail for this shit. Niggas over here popping us because of what this nigga saying on the because they had the backyard boogie and all that shit. Mac 10 was talking this little shit, you know what I mean? Like his real blood shit. But all I know is, and he really from the hood. He got put on, but and he grew up in he lived on Queen. But yeah, once I seen that happen and that nigga yell out the window, he rolled the window down a little, like it was a little bit down, but then he rolled it down like some more, and then he was like, I got too much money to be fighting you niggas. And then and this bitch ass nigga was so scared. This nigga didn't even. It's a stop sign when you get to Inglewood Ave and Queen. It's a stop sign on both sides, on all 4 sides. Every spot got to stop. This nigga drove through that bitch. And I could tell Mac 10 to his face, but say that didn't happen, nigga. I was right there. Nigga, I'd do that nigga like Bosco. Say I'm lying, nigga. That shit didn't happen early in the morning. It was foggy than a motherfucking. You didn't have this car, nigga. And shut your bitch ass up too, then. Nigga, you did not hop out. And then, if that was the case, nigga, why you so scared? Nigga, I was a minor. Do Dirty was like 24. Nigga, you for sure 30. You could have got out the whip to catch that fade. You sliding through, missed the gang member. You know what I mean? Like, if you still slide through the blocks, that means you functioning. Or why would you be over here? If you got all that money, why would you even put yourself in that position if you ain't trying to be on that? Get your happy ass out the car. Nigga, it's early as fuck in the morning. What gang members you know up early in the morning with the fog still in the air? You know how LA mornings be when it be foggy, all that mist and shit. It feel like you sniffing up all kind of H2O up your nose. That should be foggy than a motherfucker in LA in the morning. That's how foggy it was. When you talk, smoke was coming out your mouth and shit. I remember that day. And I remember just putting my backpack on, whatever. I was always a pretty boy. And that's probably when I was wearing my Timberlands. I was in my Timberland days. Wearing Timberlands just like a motherfucking Jacket Edge. Nigga with a big ass chain on, look like it's too big for my age, nigga. On the dead homies. This nigga drove up real slow. He was creeping too. And that's what made us get up on him. That nigga literally drove up from Cedar and Queen, like he came from Manchester. And you're driving, and we was on if he driving, we was on his driver's side. And then he going real slow, like he looking through all the cuts, cause that's when the homies used to be deep. Like it was cuts. And you can find niggas shooting dice. These niggas don't shoot dice with these niggas cause they said they cheating. But we all from the same hood, but these niggas will shoot dice with each other. They ain't shooting dice with these niggas cause they said these niggas cheating. Type shit. But that's what made the homies spread out. That's why it was hard to get us. Cause if you start popping at them, by the time you popped at them, nigga, it's a motherfucking dice game across the street where you gonna get popped at because you didn't even know. And then you had some homies to where nigga be some NHPs come through, they be like, oh yeah, I'm fucking with them. Just like they be like, I don't fuck with them, blood. They be cheating. Them that's the dollar game, blood. I'm over here with the dubs. Like they had games like that. Like that's the dollar game, nigga. We over here shooting dubs. Like for real, it be 2-3 different dice games on the same block. That's why it'd be bad for you if you came through back then. It'd be bad for you. Just when you thought you hit, before you left that block, you had so many niggas that would have ran in that street, tow your shit up. And that's if you make it. Because once you get hit, you know that pedal, that gas pedal that you was pushing, trying to go through, you know it's gonna ease off that gas, and then y'all just gonna be Swiss cheese, like Bonnie and Clyde in the middle of the street with a gang of hoes and everybody looking like crash test dummies. Yeah, you should have did that. And you know how many niggas gonna hop in their car like nothing happened? On the dead obies. And you know what I'm gonna be doing? Gathering all my stuff and skipping my ass home. That's how close I am. Nigga, I live in the hood. Nigga, I'm gonna skip my happy ass home and watch the police ride by me and start walking. Yep, I know what to do. As soon as you see Fed cop, stop skipping, walk. Don't make no eye contact. Sometimes they so slick, if they catch eye contact with you, they want to talk to you. Nigga, this is before phones. I'll have a basketball, blah, 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 do some drills. I'll do some behind the back, through the legs, nigga, rule like, nigga, you ain't gotta ask. I'm a basketball player. I don't know what happened. Yep, and slid right past him. Easy. It's just, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Yep, I knew what to do. If I seen some shit and I know they coming, where's my backpack? Where's my strap? I'm out of here. That's why I have to think of something so the police won't pat me down. Cause I got something. But as long as you don't make that eye contact, you good. You'll live to see another day. And then, this is when you know you got one of them tricky ones that think you know you. They be like, hey, Neptune. And I just keep walking, and then you hear that door go, doop, 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 gone. I didn't even look back at you. On my mama. As soon as you said my name and I heard that door go, clunk, clunk, gone. And then I was a running back. You're not catching me, bro. You talking about a couple of books in a book bag and a pistola? It ain't heavy enough. I'm out of here. Toodles. I even ran on top of their hood of their car to the top and jumped off the trunk and got away from them bitch ass niggas. Oh my daddy, rest in peace. Yeah. There's a couple of niggas that ain't here. They know that story true. We got pulled over. What was we doing? I think we had a stolen whip. I think it was like, oh, yeah, we did something to this nigga from Neighborhood Pyru. He was trying to claim Neighborhood Pyru, but he wasn't. And I ain't gonna say his name, but I caught that nigga on the 500. And I caught him slipping, and I had my thing on me. So the nigga was just banging his head in the expedition with loud ass music, like he was just that. And ran down on that nigga, took his whip, made him get out, sold the rims, kept the beat, and I was still driving in his whip on my mama. And at this point in time, I was driving around. Now, the homegirls and the homeboys, they already knew the car was hot. They already knew what I did to the nigga. But, you know, we be thinking niggas gonna keep it street and don't say nothing. So, lo and behold, it was me. It was a big homegirl riding shotgun. And it was like 3 more homies in the back. And we on like Ash. We on Ash and we going across Queen, like we going to Regent. And the police is coming down Queen, you know, at like 1, 2 in the morning. And so they pulled me over right before I get to Regent. No, yeah, Regent, cause we going towards Florence. So yeah, so anyway, they pull us over. Right when I open the door, all I know is I grabbed that motherfucking 745 church phone that I had, the 745, threw that in my hoodie, bam, put my backpack on, got out the whip, and ran to the police car with the lights on us. I ran, because I knew everybody else had pistols. I had pistols too, but I don't know what it was. I just believed I was Superman or I had those type of wheels. This is a true story. We hop out this nigga car from NHP, we hop out his shit, and then I ran to the police car, ran on their hood, ran on their windshield, ran on the top, jumped off the back. It was like, and somebody said, this motherfucker's crazy. And then I just heard somebody tracking, trying to follow me. So I ran down to 500, then I doubled back like through that Roscoe, before Roscoe Chicken and Waffles was there. I ran back the other way, and nigga, I went up under the, somebody had like a U-Haul there. And I always knew, the homie said, if you ever get caught doing one of them missions, the best thing you could do when they send them choppers, the choppers, since it wasn't no cameras everywhere, they was using the heat seekers. So when the choppers come, they'll turn their light off and they'll keep circling the hood, and then they'll be looking for heat. So they know the difference between dogs and humans. They said the best thing you could do is lay up under a car because they can't tell the difference from the engine. They don't know if the car was just ran or nothing like that. Just lay down by the engine area and don't move until you don't hear the choppers no more. I was like, oh, for sure, for sure. I swear to God, I did that to a motherfucking U-Haul. And nigga, when I woke up, nigga, was morning. Yep. True story. And I'm talking about if the police had just drove through that parking lot, the U-Haul is up high. You know what I mean? U-Hauls ain't like low riders, and I'm right up under there with a black hoodie and probably some black Dickies and some black Chucks with the black fat laces. On my mama, nigga. I'm dead homies, nigga. I woke up there with the pistol still on me. Woke up with the pistol and the phone. I woke up like, ah. Like, you know how you just wake up like, where am I at? Yep, I woke up just like that, like, I'm outside. I'm looking around like, I ain't never woke up outside before in my life, nigga. I ain't never been homeless, like, what the fuck? Nigga, I woke up like, ah, where am I at? And I look, I'm like, I'm under a car, and it was like, ding. I ran from the police. You know how a nigga be drunk and shit like that? Yep. I had to remind myself I ran from the police, because when I woke up, I was in panic, like, huh? What am I doing outside? Yep. That's how you know a nigga so faded and did the right shit, nigga wake up like, huh, where am I at? It was early in the morning. That's another good thing. It was early in the morning. It was probably like 6 something in the morning. Like the sun was barely coming up though. But I know I was there for at least like 4 hours. Just went to sleep right there. And come to find out, all the homies got away. Just because I did that move. The big homegirl was like, you know how they tell stories about what they seen in the boxing match and shit. The big homegirls was talking about that shit when I walked up in the spot, nigga. They was like, here this nigga go right here. Hey, bud, I can't even lie, bud. When you ran towards the police car, nigga, on us, nigga, all them start running towards you. They just left us alone. You know, I'm a fat bitch. Yeah, I got away. I was like, yeah. They was like, yeah, nigga, we had pistols too, nigga. You ain't the only one. Good looking out. They was giving me hugs, all type of shit. Yup. Running over that car, I saved everybody. Didn't nobody leave a phone, nothing. Then next thing you know, that nigga, I seen that nigga, but he didn't drive that car no more. He had a whole different car. So, I don't know. I guess he just reported it stolen, but yeah, I got that nigga. Some weird ass nigga too. I knew him all my life. He grew up on my street. That's why I ain't gonna say his name. But this nigga tried to bang at an older, this nigga started banging after high school. I was like, you scary, nigga. We've been knowing you all our life. And mind you, he's older than me too. He was like, at least like, I used to fuck with his sister. We was in 10th. So he was in 12th. So he was 2 years older than us for show, for shit show. And yeah. I know his sister named Monique. That's the best snitching I could do. His sister name was Monique. She lived down the street from me online. But you gotta be my age to put that shit together. But hell yeah, I robbed her big brother. I never seen a bitch since either. Like, I been not seeing his sister. And we lived on the same street, just, you know, it just goes all the way down to Gravilla. But it's a long, Lime Street is a long street. It's got about like 4-5 blocks. But they lived on like the 4th block, which was good because the bitch wasn't close to me. That was my girlfriend for a little bit, but them 4 blocks in between, it was a great distance. She can't see. She couldn't even get in the sidewalk and look at him and be like, is that him on the sidewalk? Like, I was too far. Like, even if I was looking for her, it was like, she was in an apartment building too. So if I look, I could never like, oh, is that Monique? Nah. And her brother's a buster though. I hope he ain't banging, because that nigga would be mad to this day. And that's the type of shit that where I be saying, like, you go to hood functions and think everything good today at my age. Just this is what OG shit get you. Nigga, you'll forget about some shit that happened 20-some years ago, right? But he ain't forgot, because he remember when you robbed him. So, it is what it is, man. Like I said, man, I've been on here a cool little minute. 4 more minutes, they say I've been on here 2 whole hours. That nigga, academics, when I went to look at his chat, nigga, that nigga was on there 5 hours straight. That takes some real teamwork. I ever got caught by 12? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I got caught. Nigga, I got caught when my 2 cousins from the East Coast, Red and Day Day, I don't know which ones, but I think they out the 60s. The 60s or the 70s, because they older sister's name is Lil Mama. And she like a little midget bitch, but she be squabbling up. I think her name like Lil Mama or Mama, some shit. But anyway, Red and Day Day. These niggas come to the hood, and I tell them it's all good, you know what I mean? I just said, calm down on that cuz shit. And they accidentally said it in the car one time. And the homies looked at me, I was like, man, he's my cousin, man. They from East Coast. They was like, oh. I was like, man, I told y'all. But they was acting like they didn't know. Or acting like they forgot. But they didn't do nothing to them. We would have been squabbling. So anyway, they get out the car, ask a nigga for a Newport. The Armenian niggas start acting weird. I wasn't paying attention. They start squabbling in the nigga, not knowing that they was robbing them. And hell yeah, nigga, I went over there, socked the nigga, knocked him down. Well, he wasn't knocked out, but he wasn't getting up no time soon. He was super dazed. And nigga, I thought it was quicker than what it was. And by the time we hopped back in the whip, nigga, as soon as I pulled off, police behind me, high-speed chase. Nigga, I hop out, try to hide. Nigga, hide up under some bushes. Bam, the dog get me. Went to jail. That shit, that was like the longest, that was the longest stint I ever did. They made me do 13 months as a juvenile. Because they said I ran from 12, and they said I participated in a 211, which is an armed robbery. Strong armed robbery, no gun. Yep. That nigga was one of them Armenian motherfuckers too, so you know he didn't have no shame of telling on us. And then, like I said, I couldn't look all thugged out either, because back in them days, I either had the waves or I had the S-curl. So I wasn't looking like I was like super all street and shit like that. I was looking like a pretty boy. Wearing all that, like I said. But yeah, my folks, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the people that been on here the whole time. You know? Shout out to the people that been Pokemon, poking in and poking out. Get my views up, my subscribers up. Shout out to the chat, man. You know? It ain't easy doing this all the time. It is a real job, and you gotta take time out to do it. You can't really not have no content. So, you know, if you know how to shoot your shit, I advise you to do it. They gonna pay. It's gonna start out slow. It's gonna pick up in the end. Shout out to everybody that watch all my shorts, you know, that support me in every way. I get a lot of subscribers off my shorts too. And I get comments all through the day, like text messages. I be like, damn. I had a person say, oh, I said hi to you 4 times in the chat. Since you didn't say hi, I unsubscribed. I was like, okay, like, you want me to cry about 1 subscriber? I mean, if you hurt like that, oh, I hear you, but damn, don't take it that serious. It's just YouTube. You don't say hi to the motherfuckers on Meet the Browns and all that. You go watch the movie. Hey, my dear. Hey. Yeah, you can say that all you want, and then don't nobody say it back. What you gonna say? Please, AMC, give me my money back because the TV didn't say hi to me. Come on, man. Some things are just, you too emotional. And when you said that, I already knew you was a girl. And that's a Say Less Moments TV. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll probably bounce back in later on today. If not, I'm the early bird special. Neptune the Goon, 4 Ring.